The third place Stormers are at home in Cape Town, hoping to keep their season alive when they host the sixth place Brumbies, who have made the long trip from Canberra. They were here in Cape Town in week 13, losing by a point. So can they turn it all around tonight? So the Brumbies, they have the same pack that ran on against the Crusaders last week, but a change in the back line, a late change. Matt Tamua was originally named on the bench, but he got through the captain's run yesterday, and so he will take his place in jersey number 12. The captain is number 2, Stephen Moore, and the coach is Stephen Larkham. Well, for the Stormers, number 8, Nissam Carr. He was the only starter in this run-on team last week against the Sharks, but there has been a late change, and it's an important one because number 6, Michael Rhodes, has been promoted from the bench to replace the injured Skulk Berger, who has succumbed to a groin injury. So there's no Berger and there's no Dwayne Vermeulen. The captain is number 13, Juan de Jong, and the coach is Alistair Kutsia. So good conditions. And the players feel it's going to be a little bit slippery because of the weather they've experienced in the days leading up to this qualifying final. The playoff is underway at Newlands, and it is Nick White kicking off for the Brumbies. Back into the pocket.
Stop.
Petrokillis safely into touch.
A good kick-off from Nick White to start the game for the Brumbies. Conditions are pretty good. There's not a great deal of breeze around. A little bit heavy, the ground, and the players have made mention of it prior to the match. Particularly for the Brumbies, there'll be pressure on in their scrum. Penalised 8 times the last visit to Newlands in the scrum.
That's not a great start at the line-out for the Brumbies. Stolen by the Stormers. Petrokillis, Delendi. Taken by Arnold. The groom picking up his number 8, Nissam Carr. He was the only one that started last week originally. And then, of course, Michael Rhodes coming in. And now, Jesse Mock. Just losing his footing, but a good return by the fullback. Then Alexander throws the dummy, taken by Etzebeth. Promising build-up here for the Brumbies as Leo Leofano gets it out now to Scotty Seo up towards the 22. Alexander again. Met there by Mel Herber. Now Kurandrani. Nowhere for him to go. White waits and gives it to Arnold. What a rookie season Rory Arnold has had. First year in Super Rugby, and here he is playing in a playoff. White to Leo Leofano at his 100th. Tamua. Hard straight running from Kurandrani. White. And across now to Fardy.
Leave him.
8 phases, now 9. And up to the 22 goes the captain, Stephen Moore. White to Leo Leofano. Shows it on the inside. Has to take the tackle. It was Nick Groom that held on to him. And after all that, a good turnover. And it's been charged down. Jeong goes back to clean up for the Stormers.
Lost. It's not.
Lades playing scrum half. Got it to Stephen Kitchoff. Petrokillis back in the pocket again. And puts it into touch, so they survive the onslaught, the Stormers.
Well, still a really good start from the Brumbies, getting over the advantage line on most occasions. Some good work. Jesse Mock to start with to create that space down the right-hand wing. Just slipped a little bit there. Went to go for the chip. Charged down here by Seo. Before that, I thought there was a little knock-on at the turnover from the Stormers. Good play from the Brumbies.
Best defensive line out in the competition. The Stormers, they'll look to put pressure on when they can.
That's a better line out and more possession as Tamua ran into a solid tackle there.
That hurt him too.
And he is down. Matt Tamua.
He slipped into that a little bit, it looked like.
Nick White puts it on the toe. Chasing through is Joe Tamani, and it is a try. Try to the Brumbies. They strike first in the qualifying final.
A little bit of concern there, I think, for Matt Tamua, but gee, terrific little nudge through there from Nick White. Tamani right on the spot, just showed some great pace to get through. That Stormers defence looking solid. There's a little show of the hands out wide. Then Nick White just picks up and darts around the edge. Nudges that in between Rhodes and Tamani. Good try.
Joe Tamani's become a real try scorer, particularly the last few weeks. I think that's his third in 3 weeks. A player who can sniff out a try. Obviously the conditions, a little bit of dampness on the ground, and that ball along the ground sometimes can create difficult to turn if you're a player. Matt Tamua now getting the attention, Kearnsey, that you mentioned.
Kicking in the early 70%. And close, but not good enough. And Tamua, he'll go in and have the concussion test.
Just slipped as he went into that tackle, and his head hitting the shoulder. His opposing number there. Fardy fields it.
Sloppy play, but picked up by White.
Inside. Was inside.
So important, obviously, clearing off a kick-off. You get that opportunity to get out. The Brumbies will be disappointed now that they've given a line out away to the Stormers in this position. Exabeth in the front.
Oh, overthrown.
And picked up by Pocock. Out now to Spate. They work the short side, and it came off. Well, one of the Stormers, I thought, but didn't play at it, so it's going to be the Stormers throwing in.
I do like the way, Kaif, that here's the overthrow at line-out time. Pocock does well here. I just like the straightness of their running tonight, the Brumbies, creating some space for themselves, putting pressure on the defence.
Yeah, agreed. Henry Spate there defending it outside centre. Matt Tamua off the field.
Good take there from the Stormers. And Groom onto the left foot for the box kick. Back to Mogg, under no real pressure.
It's a good kick from Mogg, a great kick.
He had the opportunity to mark it, but didn't bother. Just drilled it downfield. Really good kick.
If you're walking, I'm going to slow it down. Come in.
Brumbies did well to control that rolling maul of the Stormers.
Good take this time from Nissan Carr.
Once. That's the same maul.
Sia Khaleesi
It's off a foot, just
on halfway.
Hold.
And Groom. Back to Dylan Lades. Young man that had a season with the Western Force and Perth in the National Rugby Championship. Goes against the Stormers.
On the side. There's a threat. Cleaned out on the side.
David Pocock, 10th season of Super Rugby. He finally gets to play a playoff.
He's been at the wrong place all the time, Clarkie. Great to see him. The 7 shirt on at the Brumbies. Nick White will really look to put some pressure on. Thinking of that left touch line, hooks it a little bit, doesn't get the distance he was really after. Bo Joubert, the assistant referee on the far side, brings it all the way back. Good first up contact there from Pocock. CO goes low. Pocock wraps up one of the biggest men in the comp, Exabeth, and you can see Pocock there release, and then Karitsa in from the side.
Full.
Pocock, game high 18 tackles in this fixture in the regular season, round 13.
Both sides overthrowing at line-out time.
Sinatla, the sevens flyer, beat one. Taken by Nick White.
Advantage.
An advantage is there for the Stormers. So here's Carr. Groom.
Still advantage.
Katrikillis. No room there for a little fullback, Colby.
Back out.
He was playing advantage.
On the 15. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Taking space into the halfback.
You can see why he scores
And the
so
player
many
around
tries
the
in the
side.
sevens. Ciabello Sinatla, 47 tries, in fact, in 9 tournaments. There's a real flyer on the left wing for the Stormers. Now, Katrikillis.
Well, the Stormers here will definitely... Here's Tamua back on the field. Great news for the Brumbies. But they'll try and put some pressure on here. See the step inside. Look at the pace of that man. Drain, he just couldn't get him across there. Nick White caused a bit of havoc. He was the one that was penalised.
Time's off. Time's off.
Robbie Coleman goes back to the bench with Tamua back out there.
Stormers will try to out-Brumby the Brumbies here with a rolling maul.
Once. Use it or lose it.
Sia Khaleesi being told to use it, and he breaks away now. Great opportunity for the Stormers to hit back. Michael Rhodes. Good recycle. And Dialunde takes plenty of stopping. 6 metres out. To the right they go. Good tackle from White on Carr.
Leave it now.
Brumbies have really got the line speed going. In defence, trying to stop the Stormers in their tracks. They're going to have to work hard close to the line.
They're edging closer.
There's the ball.
Going to come back for Groom.
Advantage offside.
Gives it to Carr. Katrikillis, wide ball, and it's been intercepted by Mogg, but he was playing advantage.
Offside.
Brumbies caught offside at the previous ruck.
Plenty of players in the back
Gee,
line.
lovely from Jesse Mogg out wide. Just got one hand on that ball and dragged it in. But the Brumbies offside. David Pocock attacking that breakdown.
Alistair Coetzee, the Stormers coach.
Twice, eh?
Yeah, he got in.
Is that
I reckon he
close
got in on it way too late. Ruck forward.
Okay.
So just tell him to get. If he doesn't get his hands on it immediately, he can't go for it second time.
So we're going to have a shot here. The Stormers.
With Stephen Moore questioning there both times. Did Pocock have his hands on the ball? Shouldn't he have had right away?
89% success rate in 2015. Dimitri Katrikillis, he doesn't miss them from there. Scored 20 points against the Brumbies back in round 13. And so it is 5-3.
You know, when you play the Stormers, they score more points than any other team in the competition from penalties, so you've just got to be disciplined.
No, I'll do the same for you.
And I thought the Brumbies were trying hard to be onside there. Not sure in the end who Yucca Bupper got. Might have been Itavea in the end.
So White kicking off.
Good pressure, Joe Tamani.
Hold it.
Katrikillis. Gives it a decent thump. Itavea. Leofano goes high. Garadrani and Spate chasing, but a good tackle. And a good tackle in the end from Spate, and the Brumbies pile through and they win it.
Yeah, lovely from Fardy.
Alexander, now Arnold. Enova! Tamani going for a double, and Joe Tamani is smoking at the moment.
Wasn't that good. I tell you what, put that down to Scotty Fardy and Joe Tamani's pressure from that kickoff. Tamani started it, Tamani finished it. Wow, terrific stuff. Here it is. Oh, no, it's 14. Wow. Henry Spate. Yeah, terrific stuff. And they ploughed on through that forward pack. And terrific play. Look at this ball here. Balake Enaba. The last one there gets it out there, Joe Tamani.
Oh, well, I'm not sure that his parents called him Balake. I think it was Blake. Anyway, Kersey, it's a beautiful ball. The big man elected to pass early and let Joe Tamani finish and do the work. Brumbies look so much better when they stretch their opposition and get Joe Tamani and Henry Spate into the game early.
Leo Leofano, second on the all-time point scoring list for the Brumbies, behind Sterling Mortlock. And from out wide, this one's unsuccessful again, so it is 2 tries to none, 10 points to 3. 4 try bonus points don't count here.
No, we've got a lot of issues. There's Enova giving that last pass. We've got lots of issues here in Australian rugby, but on-field issues, goal kicking is a massive one. It's 2 misses from 2 from Leofano.
To take from Fardy. Now Arnold.
Outside. Hold ya.
And Mogg.
Big kick.
Running it back is Katrakillis. Colby holds on to his opposite number, Mogg. Alexander. Taken by Kitsoff. White to Leofano. Playing it smart, wanting to play it at the other end. Katrakillis goes high. Sinatla coming through, so too Lades, but a good take from Leofano. Does well. White to Tamua, having a run, then got it out to Jesse Mogg. He's going to kick and chase, but it sits up there for Colby.
Hold ya. Okay,
That's not out. So White across to Idavaya. Loves to carry it back. Got rid of Carr.
Oh, that stung him too. Stung Carr.
Alexander, Leofano. Oh, Kurandrani just had his eyes on the gap.
Easy out there, sir.
Huge hit.
Cross forward.
Yeah, gets that big hip going, did Itavaya on this contact. Bang. Oh, yeah. Stepped into that tackle. Carr's down.
I didn't see it, sorry. Jibs, have you seen it?
Yeah, Nism Carr's just got the knee on the chin there, had his head in a poor position.
That's a fair carry. Yes, thanks.
Stormers have 60% of the possession so far. Brumbies 2 line breaks, resulting in 2 tries to Joe Tamani.
First scrum of the match here. Brumbies massively outweighing the Stormers there. But a very good scrum. Kitsoff on this side. A young prop.
Good height.
In prop terms, only 23 years of age.
Bind. Set.
The last time the Brumbies were at Newlands, they gave away 8 scrum penalties against the Stormers. Ben Alexander was under enormous pressure from man Kitsoff.
That was in round 13. Stormers winning 25 to 24. Brumbies missing a simple conversion in the end that could have clinched it.
Shoulders up.
Aussie teams have won 3 from 10 in South Africa so far in 2015. Not a good strike rate.
Bind.
But that's all in the past.
Set.
This is knockout rugby.
Much better scrum from the Brumbies. Stormers holding in there. Two very good props there. Mal Herber, Kitchoff.
Petrokillis sits up for Tamani. Tamog. Finds touch on the far side.
It took me.
Bessie Mogg. Will it be his last game for the Brumbies? Obviously, he's hoping there'll be another week or two before he heads to France.
Ball, Rory. 4.
The kick there from Petrokillis and the power. That's scrum time. Good win by Etzebeth. Petrokillis. Dielende straight through. Great run. Still going. Pulled down from behind by Fardy. But they're on the front foot now. And Lades throws the dummy. They don't fall for it. Groom got it out to Carr. Took that big knock not so long ago. Etzebeth. Groom kicks off.
Bonnet, 30 goal offside.
Kieran Brownie offside, so it's advantage for the Stormers.
Offside. Offside. 13.
Wow, Damien Dielende, didn't he cut them apart?
Yes.
No question about his attacking game. Runs hard, straight. And it was Christian Lealiafano uncharacteristically missing the tackle that led to this position. Petrokillis drops it into the corner.
Wakey.
And you know what's coming.
Well,
Short line out.
Be smart.
Dielende here just shows it steps through. Oh, gee, that's a bad miss. That's a rare miss for Christian Lealiafano.
Ombadumbi finds his man. And they break away immediately. And Groom on the inside. But Nick White read it well in defence. Huge pressure here on the Brumbies from the Stormers. Carr lays it back. Petrokillis kicks off. CO raced up.
No more hands.
G. Carr's down and back play again. It's got to be a real worry for the Stormers. But they continue to apply the pressure in front of the sticks. 5 metres out.
No hand.
Pick and go from Kitsoff. Pocock is there. Almost got his hands on it. Groom picking up the runners, but still no way through there. And the penalty will go to the Brumbies. They withstand the pressure.
Scotty Fardy over the top of the ball that time. I'm impressed with Itavea and Scotty CO around the edge of those rucks and walls, working really hard.
Oh, the Brumbies had to roll up the sleeves, didn't they? And Scott Fardy, as he's done all season, tall man. Jeez, he competes well for the ball on the ground.
I do understand that.
White finds touch. It'll be a line-up around about the 10-metre mark.
Brumbies temporarily out of trouble. That's Fardy there. You see him on his feet, this number 6. Pocock congratulating him.
23 minutes gone. 10-3 Brumbies over the Stormers.
5. Maul. Own player going down.
So Pocock has it at the back.
Broken loose.
Back for White. The box kick for Tamani to chase.
On his goal.
Oh, very well done, Ben Alexander.
Yeah, that ball's out, so we'll scrum.
Twice now, Nick White's been a little bit slow to get to the breakdown. I know he kicks this ball and it comes loose. The last thing the Brumbies want is really a scrum on their own feet because they will feel pressure. It's a great chase again from Joe Tamani. Forces the error. Ball's cleaned up. Ben Alexander needed to be cleared.
Here's your line.
Now we'll see the pressure Kearnsey come on them.
Yeah, Brumbies
So
feed.
set up to the last one.
The Stormers had a very good shape at that last scrum. Big second rows in Kalisa,
Square and shoulder up.
Kariza and Etzebeth.
Bind. Sit.
White puts it in. They pick it up at the back through Vaya, and he pops it up to Tamani. What a fen! Joe Tamani! Hat-trick! Unbelievable!
How does he score that?
25 minutes gone, and he's got 3 already.
Unbelievable. The Brumbies can't even believe that. The scrum gets dominated. Vaya picks it up and just chucks it back. A big speculator. And Tamani, what a fend from that blow. I didn't see who it was that he fended off.
You had that, boss.
Well, Kearnsey's been in great form over the last few weeks.
Here
Has
it is
Joe
here.
Tamani.
The pressure, the scrum wheels, the way that the Brumbies and that Vaya, you see it just pop back, and the fend and the speed. Kitshoff got from the scrum to try to get across. They're not even close.
No, Dylan Lades it was trying to come up with a play, and Joe Tamani just puts the hammer down and away he goes. It's a try out of nothing.
And Joe Tamani, his first ever hat-trick. And Leofano, his first success with the boot. And so it is 17 points to 3. So Super Rugby hat-tricks in playoffs. Rod Davies in 2011 for the Reds. Scott Hamilton for the Crusaders 2005. Mark Gerard got 3 for the Brumbies in 2004.
Who's off?
And Bobbis van der Westhuizen for the Sharks in 1996. So he joins a small group there. Hat-tricks in playoffs.
Well, Lades won't enjoy the Monday video session and seeing that.
So Fardy.
Take it back.
Back to Leofano.
Too deep.
And he claims the mark.
See, they'll really put some pressure on the Stormers.
Yeah, you can just kick it.
Into touch. No. They take it. There's the kick from Lades. Sanatla chasing. Oh, terrific work from Leofano. Leaping high at Newlands. Tamua. Mogg. The gun again. He kicks this time. Groom is back there to clean up. Good chase from Tamani.
That's fine. Gun rock's good.
Pick and go here. And that's better work, but the pass was a shocker. Good work on the ground, though, by the big man. Groom. Colby. Now Lades throws the dummy. Gets it out to Dialendi, and again he beats the first tackler. And he kicks ahead. Chases on. And it's just too big in the end, and White is back there to clean up.
Wow. End-to-end stuff, Clarkie. There's some attack on. Neither of these teams renowned for scoring long-range tries. The Brumbies haven't scored one all season, but they're having a go. Alistair Coetzee looks on nervously.
Yeah, they haven't scored too many tries this season,
Okay, proper one now.
the Stormers.
Brumbies defence good. Leofano under the high ball's been terrific.
Back.
This is the new man, Sikambuzo Notchi. Only played a few games in 2015, so very timely call up to the squad. Colby. Oh, and now he picks up Dialende again. This time they wrap him up. It was Spate Sanatla from half. Kick and chase. And this one's going to go back into the in goal as well. So White will place it. 30 minutes gone, 17-3. Brumbies over the Stormers in the second of the qualifying finals.
Diolande dangerous, Cafe. He's out wide,
9.
causing some havoc.
Come, let's play.
We saw him go through the middle before. There's a ball drop ball, but he responds well.
I
Not
also came
sure.
back from Australia this week, so let's go.
Yeah, Diolande is one of their best runners. Very creative footballer. Good on his feet. Big, strong, tall guy. He's caused some problems. This isn't a great kick.
So down to Khaleesi. And never held on.
20. I got 20.
Groom, Katrakillis. Etzebeth out wide. No way through there for Mel Herber. Good crossfield kick for Diolande. He kicks ahead. Sanatla is flying. He keeps it on the toe, but he got too much power onto it.
Gee, 3 times in the last 2 minutes.
22.
The Stormers terrorising that try line of the Brumbies.
Well, it's all down this left side for the Stormers attack, and their attack's been excellent. They've decided to spread the ball, and it's working really well for them. The Brumbies have narrow in their defence, expecting the Stormers to just keep coming up the middle with their forward runners, and the Stormers are stretching them. Really testing now the Brumbies. That's 3 excursions from one end of the field to the other from the Stormers. In quick succession, Nick White again gets the opportunity for a long 22.
Comes down around the 10-metre mark for Groom. Katrakillis goes high. Colby chasing Lealiafano. Solid under the high ball again. And now White cross to Tamua. Diolande takes his opposite number. Penalty.
He started off really well. He started off really well and then collapsed.
Well, Matt Tamua elected to run that ball, and now it gives Katrakillis the opportunity to close the gap a little bit.
Pulse. Shot.
And they elect to go for goal. Matt Tamua just too straight up and down, and he's running there. Didn't win the battle of that collision, didn't win the contact. Seen there get caught low around the legs.
Umbanumbi, or was it? Got over the top.
Katrakillis. Beautiful striker of the ball. Over it goes. And so it is 17 points to 6. Brumbies over the Stormers. 2 from 2 for Katrakillis.
You know, Clarkie, as the Brumbies, you've got a very good defensive lineup. The Stormers love kicking penalty goals. Brumbies will be thinking now, you know, let's tick this scoreboard over. We've got a nice lead. We've got to keep it moving, though.
Yeah, the Stormers will be thinking, if we can get another penalty, going in at 17-9 down, try obviously they want, but 17-9 down at the break, they'll be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, he's inside. They're inside.
Back it goes. Katrakillis.
Leave it. Leave it.
Not interested in the quick throw in that time, the Brumbies.
Good clearance from Katrakillis. You'll be happy to see that line out now. And you've got the best defensive line out in the competition, this one, of the Stormers. And we're looking to put pressure. We saw Stephen Moore previously go to David Pocock in the full line-out. This is the 5-man with Pocock looking for the drive.
That's a maul. Did he swim around, Jibs? You happy with him? Okay. Okay, use it once.
Nick White. Kicking for Tamati to chase again. Claiming the mark back there is Lades.
That's a good kick
Back.
from Nick White. Keeps it on the 5-metre line. Doesn't give Dylan Lades any angles. He's going to look to tap and feed Catrachillis.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was forward.
Now it's Vaya.
No ways we can make that call.
And Efano showed it on the inside, gave it to Tamua. Taken by Dialende. Now it's Moore. And he's opposite. Bongi Umbolombi made the tackle. Oh, there's another hit.
That's that.
Kariza.
Vaya. Lades did well to bring the big man down.
That's fine.
Fardy got it out to Pocock. Didn't get rid of him, Manumbi. Oh, that was forward that time.
Thanks.
So an error from the Brumbies.
Yeah, we got someone right in line there. Thanks.
Dangerous sort of scoreline for the Brumbies. When you score 3 tries like this, sometimes you think the game should be over, but there's so much time left. This one's clearly forward from Jesse Mould. That's 3 metres forward.
Jaco Piper heard him say that couldn't really make a call on that one.
That one's definitely forward as well. The Brumbies don't want to get into the habit of thinking of closing the game out. Still 43 minutes to play. They seem to have lost their spark a bit, Guernsey, the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, I think the Stormers have also got their defence a little more organised, but yeah, the Brumbies need to keep pushing hard.
Okay, we'll just do
Brumbies' defence has been good this year.
Can I give you a line?
Leaked a few against the Crusaders last week, but generally
Clock's back on.
they've been pretty good on defence.
Pete Ryan's done a great job. Of course, Steve Larkin was a wonderful defender. Pete Ryan, the defensive coach, has done a brilliant job with the team.
Crouch.
But
Bind.
it's not defences that win competitions. It's combination of things. Attack's very important. The Brumbies haven't been great, although the 3 tries to Joe Tomati have been good.
Advantage.
Catrachillis kicking for Dylan Lades. Nothing happening there, so we'll come back for the penalty.
It's pretty good pressure. Good pressure.
The Stormers are putting really good pressure on the Brumbies there.
Backwards and down.
I think it was Scott Seo that really he just slipped on the far side. You can see that turf churned up there. It's been a little wet in Cape Town.
So this is a terrific opportunity for the Stormers off the back of the scrum penalty. We're close to half-time at Newlands, and they'll have a decent crack here inside Brumbies territory.
Yeah, the Brumbies scrum was just about to try and fight back, and Scotty Seo digging the feet in, and one of them just slipped out from underneath him. Big line out this for the Stormers.
Manumbi
Stolen.
Numbers, you're walking in.
terrific work. It was Seo that cleaned it up.
Use it.
Now they'll look to exit their 22 through the boot of Lealiafano in his 100th game for his beloved Brumbies, but he doesn't put it out. And so Colby, so exciting. A featherweight, he doesn't seem to mind. Now it's De Jong and a wide ball to Sinatla. He kicks ahead, and Nick White will clean up yet again in goal for the Brumbies. And he's saying it's forward.
Yeah, I thought the pass to Sinatla was forward. No point worrying about that. Nick White, let's just play. He did well to chase back.
Yeah, I think it drifted forward in the end, but not from the start, yeah.
There's
pressure.
the steal.
Yanova.
Offside.
You won't see it from this angle. I thought the pass was fine.
Go.
It's backwards out of the hands. It's quickly onto the foot, but it's a foot race.
We've had plenty of practice of 22s. This is the last time he's taking his time. Yeah, okay. Speed it up. You got it. Play.
Nick White sucking in the big ones, and the referee saying we want to get this thing underway, so he allows Lealiafano to take the drop kick. The replacement back rower, Nochi. Colby and Baritza to Etzebeth. Broom out to Kitoff. And Arnold.
Hand off.
Makes the tackle. Patrikilis, quick hands here. De Orlando throws the dummy. He's a real handful. Now it's Lades. Inside the final minute of the first half at Newlands. And the Stormers desperate for their first 5-pointer. The Puma.
Ball's out.
Manuel Carriza goes to ground. Picked up by Fardy, and he hoofs it forward. And it will roll into touch. Not a bad result.
Oh, the sign of a very tired man. That's from Scotty Fardy, the big right boot. Praying for it to find touch, and it does.
Correct.
He had some support on his left-hand side. Stephen Moore put that down to him at this breakdown. He forces that turnover.
Four.
Too narrow, the Brumbies in defence. They're getting caught out, particularly down the Stormers' left-hand side. They're making great yards down there.
Omadumbi, overthrow, picked up by White. So maybe it'll be the Brumbies who'll have the final say in the first half as the siren sounds. 3 tries to Tamani in the first half, and now David Pocock, who's picked up a couple of hat-tricks himself in 2015, went to ground. Inavaya beat one, pulled down. 5 metres out. Now it's Enover taking them on. Almost through. White thought he spotted a gap.
Double hands, keep that.
Pick and go here, and then the pass in the end from Moore.
Will it be Tamani on the left-hand wing again?
Now it's Arnold and the Stormers. A bit light on out to the left, but that was slow ball. Inavaya is very close. Did he get it down? He got it down! There's the 4th try. Oh, what a finish. In fact, it is Scott Seo. So Seo gets his first try for the season. Whoa, and that is very timely indeed.
Gee, the defence from the Stormers looked quite passive, and many of those, the Brumbies making easy yards. Great determination. Scotty Seo just puts the head down and burrows through. Gets through a couple of the smaller men. There it is, absolutely, no doubt about that. It was the momentum of Tamani and Stephen Moore that drove him through. You see Tamua come in behind him, and it was sitting on the leg, and it was that extra weight that forced it down. Great play.
Terrific end. So 24-6, it's the Brumbies over the Stormers with the conversion from Lealiafano. So we're just about set for kick-off in the second half. One of these teams has 40 minutes left in the season. Who will advance? Gatrikillis kicks off for the Stormers, 24-6. It is the Brumbies leading the Stormers. And Spate goes to ground. White, Arnold, out the back it goes. And Mogg was outside the 22. Kicks it down to Gatrikillis. He returns the ball. And Mogg under no pressure.
10.
That's a good kick.
You know that the message from the Stormers dressing room and their coach Alice Garcia at halftime was he wants the Stormers kicks to be contestable.
I think he wants a contest at everything. He wants his forward pack to lift up as well. Clarkey hasn't been happy with their physicality. Been bashed around a little bit by the Brumbies. Unusual. This very adept forward pack. Of course, without 2 of their biggest names, Newland and
Berger.
Schalk Berger, of course.
They wouldn't be happy with their line out either, because they've lost 3 on their own throw.
Khaleesi.
Stay there, 8.
Enover coming through, but the arm goes out. Advantage here.
Jumping on top of the maul. Number 8 jumping on top of the maul.
That goes against
Jumping on
Idabara
top
in the
of the
end.
maul to get there. You can't do that.
Rory Arnold, will he be a bolter in the Michael Checker Wallabies 2015? Joe Tamati sending out a very timely reminder to the Wallaby selectors as well. A hat-trick in the first half.
Eneva and Itavaya, they're trying to get through.
Bongi and Manumbi. Again another overthrow. Wasted opportunity for the Stormers, and Lealiafano lays it back and goes to Tamua. Pops one down to Colby. Puts on some footwork. To the left they go. Kitsov. And now Dialande. Kurandrani holds on. Mistake there from Manuel Carissa.
Knocked forward.
Knocked on. Very experienced 43 test veteran for Argentina, Carissa.
Bad miss too, a simple one. Ball was in perfect spot. He just had a little look as to where he was going.
Yeah, no. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Big shot coming. And the chip over the top from Lealiafano. Bounces into touch.
That's a good result there for the Brumbies.
Pre-engage?
Was een pre-engage? Ja. Okay. Zal naar jouw kant komen volgen in.
Brumbies scrum held on there.
Open.
Came off Groom. So Stephen Moore. His 101st game for the Brumbies, 148th game all up in his Super Rugby career. Goes to Eneva. White to Lealiafano and Spate to Moore. Intercept! And they will not drag in this man. Cheslin Colby, exactly what the Stormers needed in the second half. And that is his second try for the season. Cheslin Colby.
Well, that's the strike that they needed to blow there, the Stormers. Tamua had his back to the defence when he threw that pass. He knew something was on and wanted to get it wide.
Ja, ik bedoel net die water.
Colby read it beautifully. If he didn't get it, then it was on for the Brumbies. You see Tamua's got his back to the defenders, throws it over. Looking for Mogg, and Colby just sprints away.
Oh, he's been a bit out of sorts, Matty Tamua, this evening. Came on early, had a bit of a head knock, went for the concussion test. He's just been off his game slightly. Conversion successful, and the score's now 24-13, but hasn't been himself there. The play goes a little bit wrong. They're all across field. Maximal forces the pass, and of course, that's a special for an intercept, that sort of play. Any fullback or winger's going to be sweating on that ball.
Such a popular character too, only 70 kgs, ringing wet. Cheslin Colby punches above his weight, and he's got speed to burn. So game on.
Taken back.
Patrikillis to Spate. A good chase.
Oh, good steal there too.
It was Khaleesi that got across, and now Lades, and all of a sudden the crowd has lifted, and so too have the Stormers. Dialande. Pocock made the tackle in the end, and Etzebeth is charging onto it like a raging bull. Now the short side they go, and now the switch from Lades and the Brumbies. They just look to be rattled at the moment, caught offside.
It's your own player.
Patrikillis out the back. Dialande kicks it straight into Kurandrani, but he was playing advantage.
Oh, they're coming back to Stormers. They've all of a sudden get a little sniff. What a difference it can make. And you score a try. The crowd's into the game.
So saying South Africa for the polls. take it to 24-16, and the Stormers right back in it. Not quite sure who he's got for offside there. The calls come, I think, from the assistant ref.
And you cannot afford to give this man opportunities after opportunities.
It's an amazing stat, 60 from 67. Make that 61 from 68.
Yeah, the crowd told you the story as soon as it left the kicking tee. And so what about this 24-16 now? So 10 unanswered points in the first 8.5 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, I reckon he just got the wrong number, yeah.
It is not being able to get their hands on the ball for an extended period, really, in the last 25 minutes of this match, the Brumbies.
Ball. Use it once.
Notchi has it. Groom to Katakillis, and now Khaleesi taken by Timur, ball and all.
Punish, not releasing.
Chance
here. Kurandrani, Spate. Omanami made the tackle. Playing advantage, so an opportunity here for...
6 first man in.
Yeah, Fardy did brilliantly over the top of the ball then.
Lealiafano
Holding on.
should have a shot.
6 first man in, didn't get it quickly. Shot. Shot.
And Scott Fardy did a great job. Just querying whether he was supporting his own weight there. Looked like he was maybe using the ground a bit, but got away with it. Jaco Piper was happy that he was on the ball legally.
Well, I think he was to start. I reckon there was maybe a second or two where he was fine, and then the knee went to deck.
Lealiafano. It comes around nicely from in front, and there's the 3, so 27-16. Just steadying the ship a little after that onslaught from the Stormers.
And there's Scotty Fardy. You're right, he was on it early. Just his feet at the end, but did enough.
Still a long way to go in this one as Katakillis goes high, and Spate takes it. Claimed immediately by Sinatla.
Yes. Tackles inside.
It's inside the 22, so Lealiafano can put it into touch. Not his best kick of the night.
Oh, poor pass. Clarkie from Nick Light. Hard to get the ball quickly to your foot when you've got to catch it above your head.
Hasn't missed a game this year. Lealiafano.
Just watch it, hits my hand when I
Yeah, particularly when you've got to jump. You have to jump as well. When you're in midair, you can't get that ball down to your foot.
Dan McKellar closest to camera, assistant coach for the Brumbies. Sia Khaleesi has it at the back. Got a bit of momentum now. The Stormers
He's fine. He's
over the 22.
use it once.
Now they break away. And Lades, Katakillis, Colby, De Jong and Mob made the tackle.
Advantage.
Oh, and then he was trapped in there, so it's advantage again for the Stormers. Good tackle from Sio.
15, clear release and off your feet.
Goes against Mob.
Yep. Clear release. Clear release and off feet.
Great tackle from Scott Sio.
Yeah, Pocock straight over the ball here, and didn't they try and hammer Pocock? Hit from Deolande, and then flying over the top was Rhodes.
So turning down the opportunity to go for the post. So fancy their chances here with the rolling maul. Timur gets the hit on Lades.
Yeah, right in front of
Omanami.
Piper.
Oh, it's an overthrow again. Another waste.
Lost back. Yep.
And Tamua wants to get out of there.
It's a good kick.
And one bounce into touch, relieving some pressure.
Got to go through the gate.
Yeah, well done, Matt Tamua. Wasn't a great ball to him, under a lot of pressure. Good kick. Really struggling at line-out time of the Stormers. Usually a great strength of their game.
That one finds a target.
Use it once!
Khaleesi at the back again. Easy meters and away he goes and more. And then lost forward, and so Idavaya has a run. Taken by Lades. 10-metre mark. Kicking across field now for Mogg. It sits up for Colby onto the left foot. Was that a late tackle?
Yeah, it was. Wasn't much in it.
Yeah. It's late. Yeah.
Local fans not happy, but
They're saying they want a yellow card.
The kick's gone and he tackled him. That's all it is. Oh, he kicked it and you tackled him late. That's all it is. That's all it is.
He's a mile offside.
On the 15.
Matt Tamua giving the ball away cheaply. A little crossfield kick. Now the Brumbies are back under pressure. Catch with Killis. What a kick into the corner. Has screwed it into 8 metres out.
Hey,
Jesse Moggs in the air.
Play rugby. Get positive.
Gee,
Gee,
wasn't
there's
much in it.
nothing in that. Goodness me.
Joe, when I first saw it, I thought that's a good hit. Wasn't that late. And Spade had his head down. He wasn't going to be able to see what he was doing. Anyway, but you're right, Cave. It's one of the reasons I hate the chip kick and the grubber is because you relieve pressure on the opposition. And the Brumbies could have had an opportunity to build it then, and they haven't.
so a good take at the front this time from Etzebeth, and straight into the hands of Khaleesi. This has been effective for the Stormers, and it's sapping so much energy from the Brumbies. Remember, they had to travel from Canberra to Cape Town. Khaleesi still going.
Stay there, stay there, stay there. Own players went to ground. Last.
Now it's Dialunde. Couple of metres out. Groom calling for troops.
Play on, he's the first man.
And so there's the kick from Tamua.
Gee, David Pocock again.
He's the first man there. It's fine.
Tamua had his back to the ball, getting into the defensive line. He was saying he was touched by the opposition.
I could only see blue players going down.
So it looks like there's going to be a change before too long. Scurra and Tabeni, the replacement hooker, could be getting ready to come on.
I didn't see a touch, no.
Rory Arnold is going to be replaced.
Jordan Smiler coming on. And Manumbi still out there. Oh, and there's another one against the throw. The line out not working for the Stormers. The Brumbies need a better exit. Lealiofano.
South side.
Down to Lades. Cheslin Colby goes high for Lades to chase. Lealiofano comes forward and can't control it. Backed himself in the air. Coughed it up that time. Not cheap.
That's lost forward. Coming back for the first one. Lost forward.
Scurra and Tabeni coming back from injury in the nick of time. In time to make his presence felt in the second half of the qualifying final.
Mbonambi's done very, very well around the park. and his scrummaging was solid. But just his line-out throwings let him down a little bit.
No pre-engagement.
Yes, coach!
Crouch.
Sit!
Bind. Sit.
Here's the shove coming.
Advantage. Square.
Yeah, they've really turned it on in a couple of areas, and that is one. Scotty CO, maybe he's affected by that injury he's just been treated for. Maybe it's the input of Enter Benny.
Yeah, that's fine. Just somewhere behind the scrum mark. Yeah.
Opportunity again for Dimitri Katrakillis. Had a season with the Kings and also Racing Metro in France.
Well, the second row is split there from the Brumbies. Smiler and Enova. And you can see Itavea's shoulders came straight up, which means he's not lending any weight to the battle. Pocock wasn't in a good pushing position either. He was too scrunched up. And that's why that is sailing over the goals.
Oh, incredible. And so Dimitri Katrakillis, he equals Joe Peterson's season record for the Stormers of 170 points. (27-19).
Already. Okay. Play.
Power of this Stormers forward pack starting to show.
And bear in mind, there's no Wayne Vermeulen or Skalkberger. And they'll be pretty fresh because so many of them were rested last week. And Deolande causing problems again. Katrakillis down to Mog. Terrific. Oh, for a moment it looked like he was going to catch it. Mog, but it bounced in favour of Lades. Stephen Moore steals it.
They need to keep the pressure on the Brumbies.
17 is out there. Alan Alatoa, and Pocock throws a dummy. Got the ball away to Kurandrani. Pulled down 5 metres out. White dummying. Khaleesi makes the tackle. Pick and go, Alatoa.
Leave it.
Terrific opportunity here for the Brumbies. And Alexander. More. Pocock. Nick White happy for the forwards to have a rumble. Now he gets it out to Lealiafano, who throws the dummy. He's a metre or two out.
Ball's available last.
Vaya! Itavea's! Oh, did he get it onto the chalk?
Gee, it looked to me at first go, he's landed on the line with that ball.
They're going to go upstairs to check it.
Give me a reason not to award this try. When I came around, I had a force on the line.
So your question is reason?
Yeah, reason. I just want to make sure that it got there legally.
Okay, I'll stand by.
Was there an obstruction?
And if I misjudged it, maybe.
Well, I didn't really have a problem with it, I got to say. I thought it...
Well, it's on the chalk. No problem with the grounding. How did he get there is the question.
Yaku,
Yes, Dion?
there's no reason why I cannot award that try.
Yeah, that force is on the line. I'm happy with
Yes.
Try to the Brumbies. I wasn't worried about whether there was any obstruction. It was all about the grounding. (32-19).
Mogg fielded this ball well. He put up the high ball and chased through. It was Kurandrani that you were worried about, I think, Rod Kafer.
Yeah, no, didn't affect the play at all. When you go to the TMO, you just never know, do you? It's a lottery. In the end, then, no drama with the try. It was well scored by Idafar. Had a bit of work to do.
Leofano, will it come round? Yes, it will. There's another 2, so it's 34 points to 19. Is that enough to dampen the spirits of the Stormers at home and their parochial fans? And Ethan Vale, what a wonderful story. Told he'd probably never play sport again after suffering a blood disorder. 34 to 19. Can they keep it going?
Inside.
Can they come up with a semi-final spot
It's a ruck. It's
against
inside.
the Hurricanes in Wellington next week?
It's a ruck. It's inside. It's not taken back.
5 tries scored by the Brumbies and not a rolling maul in sight.
They've mixed it up well tonight, Clark. I think they've changed their game up, surprised the Stormers. Stormers in uncharted territory. Only once this season have they scored more than 30 points in a game. They're going to have to do it against the best defence in the comp if they're going to win it.
Blades to Diolande. Oh, it's been a handful.
And here I was saying that he was the weakness in their team. He's been about their best.
Well, he's
really
always
well.
been good on attack. Franz Melherber went to ground. 21 is out there. Louis Schroeder. And there's a good pick-up from Notchi. Schroeder is on there for Groom at scrum half. Might be now or never for the Stormers. They won't die wondering. It's knockout rugby. And Kitsoff goes to ground. Schroeder, Katrakilis.
Good contest.
It's a bit.
He doesn't have to.
Pocock just at every breakdown, pestering the Stormers.
19 is John
He must that.
Klein. Melherber. Good clean out by the Stormers. So plenty of phases.
Turnovers made. First
And
arriver.
terrific talk by Stephen Moore.
Well done.
And the kick down to Lades. Colby. One intercept try, tries to the chip.
Howley's line.
And it's play on this time, and now Nick White is going to kick it into the 22. Lades.
Oh,
and carried back. He leaves it behind. Tamani. Has he got 4? Did he get it down?
I think he dropped that.
Yeah, we're going to check that.
Oh, well, he's asking the question.
He
It
thinks.
could be 4 tries to Tamani.
Just checking grounding and touchline. Dion?
He thinks he's got it, Tamani.
Every winger thinks they score.
So the
Let's
question is
face
try,
it.
no try?
Correct.
You're not a winger if you're not going up for that one. What a passage of play.
The ugly bounce on the kick that Nick White put through made it very difficult for Lades. He was bobbling around. Is it going to pop up? Yeah, it popped up. And now, oh, I'm looking for someone to throw it to, and there's no one there. Oh, my God, Mogg's got me. What do I do now? But what you don't do is throw it back like that.
Well, that's a knock on there.
Tamani picks up.
Oh, I think that's a try. He definitely gets the ball down. Is his foot in touch?
No.
Touch there.
Is he in control of the football when he grounds it?
What a tough
That's the
decision
question.
for the television match
Just
official.
stand by. Just have a look at the action of the tackler, which is number 15.
Oh, here
and
we
if
go.
you
High
are happy
tackle.
with the fact that he's legal when he made the tackle, that he clearly released the player. And I'll show you to you now.
We're watching now whether or not Mogg released the
He
player.
ducked into that tackle. So we,
Tackle penalty, high tackle.
We're going for a high tackle penalty.
I've got
Thanks, Dion. We're convinced that tackle is round the neck. Therefore, it's just a penalty against the goal 15.
Yeah, and 15 played the ball illegally. Didn't release the tackle play before he played it. Ronnie was on the ground.
No try.
That's right, penalties
It's a
over
great finish.
I'm not sure he had control of the football in any way, Tamani.
Yeah. Tackle's definitely around the neck, and then comes the turnover. So we're going to...
Any way for us to get set?
Yes, I will.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Well, that would have been surely the ball game.
Lucky.
But the Stormers get another chance. Good kick from Katrakilis. Didn't have a lot of angle.
7.
So Stephen Moore, his qualifying final is over.
Played well. Steve Moore led the team well.
Played very well. I don't know if I'd be taking him off at this point in time.
Well, nothing to do with form, but surely fatigue, because Josh Man Ray is out there. Wallaby last year.
Ball.
And also Jared Butler
Yes.
is out there for Idavaya. So Stephen Larkham. As a player, Larkham was 7 wins from 10 matches in playoffs. And again, this rolling ball. And now Schroeder gives it to Lades. He kicks across, and Lealiafano will take it across the chalk.
Read that very well, did Lealiafano.
1 and 3. 1 and 3.
So make some changes to the Stormers front row. Kitchoff and Malherbe going off. They had a really good night, both those players. Their scrummaging very powerful.
So Famark is on there in 17, only his 15th appearance, and Vincent Koch in jersey 18, his 17th appearance. And again, one goes against the throw. This line-out has been an Achilles heel for the Stormers, and Kurandrani puts on the foot, whoa, and then loses the ball. He can't believe it. Through the tackle.
He accelerated beautifully. And punched himself in the head just to clear that up.
And there's 14 other blokes who wouldn't mind having a punch at him right now as well, because it's almost shut the gate. I don't think he would have got there.
But he had Spate on his right.
Yeah, Diolendi, he's an arm grabber as a defender. It's his weakest part of his game. He's been unbelievable in attack tonight for the Stormers. He's been their best in attack.
10 minutes remaining in the qualifying final. If it stays like this, it'll be the Brumbies travelling to Wellington to take on the Hurricanes next Saturday night. 5:30 p.m. kickoff, New Zealand time. In fact, 7:30 New Zealand time, 5:30 Australian time. And in the second match of a big double-header, semi-final double-header, it'll be the Waratahs and the Highlanders, 8 p.m. local time in Sydney. But the next 10 minutes could change all that. So Schroeder gives it to Katrakilis. He kicks across field, and getting back there is Mogg, and he's going to just put it into touch.
Yeah, not much Mogg could do there. It's a nice kick into the corner.
Okay. Get that.
Stormers line out been poor, to say the least.
Brumbies will fancy competing against them. They know that if they miss it in the air, they're vulnerable to the drive. They just feel like they've got to go at them again. They've been under so much pressure, the Stormers.
7 line-outs lost, but this one they win.
Ball. Use it once.
They're well set, the Stormers.
Here's Khaleesi.
Your own player.
And into his own player. So that's the end of the rolling ball. And Schroeder got it out to Famark. And Tabini charging onto it.
Ball is out.
This is where Pocock and Fardy come into their own at breakdown time.
Schroeder. They're going to throw everything at the Brumbies now. Cock went to ground. Only 1 metre out. Desperate for a 5-pointer. It's a Beth.
Leave it.
Not cheap. And it's been stolen, has it? Oh, for a moment it looked like Pocock had his hands on it.
Yeah, looks like they've got it caught up in the air. Now gone. They've got no forward runners. They have to go.
Katrakillis. Diolandi one-on-one. Diolandi White over the top, and Kurandrani.
Lost.
Plenty of phases for the Stormers. Still no way through.
No more.
Lades and Tabeni. Schroeder. Wide they go. Colby. Poor pass. And Mogg picks it up. Sinatla makes the tackle. Mogg needs to release and does so in the nick of time. And it's play on. And it's Pocock kicking ahead. And this one running towards the chalk. And over the sideline it goes. And Lades, as De Jong receives a bit of treatment, Lades thought about a quick throw in.
What happened to blue 13?
Without the ball.
Is that tackle
Okay.
without
Just hold. Relax. Just calm down. We're just going to check what happened there. It's outside my arc.
He got his feet
Yep.
and then...
No. Back outside of play.
Oh, right there, no.
Yeah, Dion.
David Pocock now the captain of the Brumbies with Stephen Moore.
Dion,
Off.
can you hear me?
Spate's
Yeah,
arguing
can
that
just
he
have a
was
look. It's
taking
going to
out
come
play.
up now. Yeah, could look at the action of number 14.
Not the captain. Way off the ball.
Well, is Spate going to be in a bit of trouble here because De Jong landed on his head.
I mean,
Talk me through what you see.
I see number 14 picking up a player.
Yes.
He tilts him through 90 and he drives him into the ground head first.
Head first.
Yes,
You're talking red card.
definitely.
We've got a responsibility to get that sort of play out of rugby. He picked him up through the horizontal, right on his head. It might be unlucky, but it's definitely dangerous play. Red card.
Red card,
So where's
Henry Spate.
Right there where it happened.
Well, even Jaco Piper said it might be unlucky.
Well, definitely playing the man.
Just giving them a second
Yeah.
to talk to their play.
Yeah, you can't argue with that.
Well, 9th red card of the season, and Sanzar have asked the referees to try and stamp out that sort of foul play. Whether it's intentional or not, it's just a disappointing end for Henry Spate. And so, a man down for the remainder of the match. Nothing wrong with that one. It was a tackle on Juan de Jong. 6 minutes remaining. Brumbies, they've had to travel from Canberra to Sydney, to Johannesburg, to Cape Town. Have they got enough petrol in the tank? A man down. Can they keep it going? Here's the handout. Advantage is being played for the Stormers. And Lades throws the dummy. He's about 3 or 4 metres out. Pocock goes in, looking for it.
Scott Fardy could be in the sin bin here.
Fardy could go to the bin.
I'm really comfortable what you did there. It's a very good maul. Number 6. Clear it from the side, and he kills it. It's a Senegal.
Wow. So they're down to 13. 5.5 remaining.
Fardy didn't complain at all. He knew.
Careful.
Normally you'll see a incredulous look on people's faces, but Fardy just knew. He just went.
Wow, what a tough finish this is going to be for the Brumbies.
And a good take by Klein. So Khaleesi charging towards the line. It's looking like a 5-pointer to me. held up though. Oh, well, they had the momentum, but desperate defence from the Brumbies.
Yeah, Nick White does well there.
It's over the goal line, so it's blue ball.
Let's go quickly. That's beautiful.
There was a big hole there to go through. Oh, it's his own man that held him up.
And yeah, well, square, all square.
Hips closer.
Crouch.
There's a try on here for the left winger.
Mine. Set.
Terrific work by the
Good
Brumbies.
scrum, Brumbies.
And there is White.
That was a brilliant scrum from the Brumbies.
Wow.
Take a bow. The replacement front row. Alan Alatoa, Ruan Smith and Josh Man-Ray, helped by the men at the back as well. Look at Jared Butler screaming.
As soon as Ntabini had to come up with his shoulders, you see his shoulders lift there, that was so he could hook the ball back, and that gave the Brumbies the advantage. They gave him the opportunity to take him out of play.
What a scrum.
Scurra, Ntabini finds his man. Time running out for the Stormers. Katrakillis kicking into the middle there. Mogg picks it up. Drops it onto the left foot.
Great kick.
Sending Colby back.
Well, they've only got 13 men, the Brumbies. You'd think they'd have to try and attack the Stormers.
They make the tackle. It was Jared Butler. Now Lades in a spot of bother. Kurandrani is there. So too is Butler.
Hold it.
And Katrakillis puts it into touch. Well, if they thought the trip from Canberra to Cape Town was long, what about the return trip? Canberra to Wellington. Sorry, Cape Town to Wellington.
Sounds like a long way to me, Clarkie.
Cape Town, Joburg, Sydney,
Canberra.
Wellington. Are they going to stay in Canberra, are they?
Pictures tell the story. Alistair Coetzee, home ground advantage. And they're going to bow out of the 2015 season. Just 3 survivors from the last Brumbies team to win at Newlands in 2010. Stephen Moore and Ben Alexander. They're both on the bench at the moment. And the other was Christian Lealiafano. And he's still out there in his 100th appearance. Something to celebrate. No joy for Christian when he missed the pretty easy conversion in week 13 that could have won the game for the Brumbies. But he's going to celebrate here. Counting down the seconds. It's like a rugby league team out there. There's only 13 players for the Brumbies, and White gets it out now to Tamua. In a gutsy effort by Tamua. A head knock, and hasn't had a lot of rugby in recent times, but he's going to get through. And Tamani! Oh, almost through. Got it out to Tamua. He got it out to Mogg, and Mogg runs it in. And so it is. The Brumbies still alive in 2015. They're into the final 4. They will play the Hurricanes in Wellington next week. It's going to be the Waratahs at home in Sydney taking on the Highlanders. A big semi-final doubleheader.
Well, the Stormers have got to be looking at themselves long and hard. A 13-man Brumbies outfit still scoring a try out wide. Tamani, wow, what a game he's had. Spits that out the back. Tamua, a lovely final pass. The defender on the other side, Sanatla, turned his back.
Oh, it's a great finish. It's a gutsy performance. There's only one word you can say here, Kearnsey, gutsy. I've rarely seen a team play.
Oh, there's Greg Martin at the Galaxy Club. Casino Canberra, aren't they happy? My goodness, the Brumbies fans have got plenty to celebrate. They're into the last 4. That one is away from Lealiafano in his 100th. It doesn't matter. The Brumbies have knocked the Stormers out of Super Rugby in 2015. They have won it 6 tries to 1, 39 points to 19. Brumbies over the Stormers.